Hi, welcome back to the product cycle updates. This is the fifth, and as you probably know, one of the big priorities of UTRUST has been to be compliant. So we decided to call this cycle Eat the Elephant, as in the product team we are focused exactly on following and aligning with the compliance team. And on that note, there's a lot of details and things that have been changing, so we wanted to clarify you on some of those. So Joanna from our team will be explaining all these details that I'm mentioning.
Hello everyone, I'm Joanna, I'm Compliance Manager here at UTRUST, and I'm here to give you a short approach on the role of the compliance team within the company and on the challenges we have been so far. So the team is dealing with major challenges which are increasingly posed as we move to our very beginning, and our role here is a very time-consuming and a continuous work of analysis. So I would say that one of our major challenges the team is facing so far is the demanding regulation we are forced to accomplish, which come from different sources, and later on in interpreting and finding metrics to implement to our specific case. So I would say that the areas of most concern are mainly AML and TF, which means anti-money laundering and terrorist financing, KYC, which means know your customer, risk identifications and risk mitigations measures, as well as GDPR issues. So we cannot just plead ignorance if someone wants to establish a business relationship with us or execute a transaction above a certain amount. So we have to make sure we know our customers, as well as we understand the risks implied both internally and externally. And another major challenge we are facing right now is the implications for the product. For instance, more recently, we had to launch some issues regarding the data segregation within our ecosystem, which means the wallet and the widget. So these are concerns for the future. So probably this was very confusing to you. Don't worry, I see that face around the office every day, and that's why they call us the elephant. But at the end of the day, we are all aligned.
So although compliance was the big priority during this cycle, we were able to focus on two very important efforts as well. So one of which was to create a prototype to allow UTRUST to be used not just when it came to e-commerce platforms. So we created POS. But we still don't have a cool name, so we hope you guys will be able to send us some ideas so we can fully decide on exactly that name. Another one of the things that we were able to fully internally test was Ethereum Classic. So I hope very soon it will be available to on the widget, on the wallet for the beta users, and you'll be able to actually test UTRUST using Ethereum Classic. So this cycle is also about discovery, because on the wallet we also are developing two prototypes, one of which is KYC, which we have validated quite a lot so far, but now we are actually integrating it into the wallet. Another one has been community driven, and we were able to identify it organically through the beta testers. So at one point we had beta testers trying to send crypto between each other, so we knew at that moment that we had to validate this assumption. So we're now creating the mockups in order to test peer-to-peer. So we can now say that we are building an ecosystem from the widget to the wallet, from the merchant's dashboard to the POS. We have several different plugins, and UTRUST has been developing on a very large scale. But although we are building this ecosystem, we know that first and foremost we are payment enabler. So in order to succeed as we go live, we need to converge first our efforts into integrating with several merchants before we actually are able to focus on the other parts of the ecosystem. This does not mean we are not going to be working on them meanwhile, but our focus as we progress now is on integrating with merchants. So see you next time, and thank you for listening.